Today is Thursday, March 13, 2014. This is actually a scheduled meeting of the county commissioners, which is why I'm calling this to order in this particular fashion. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss with everyone and present the 2014 budget. Really, most of the work, in fact, all of the work is going to be done by Chris Nichols. Chris is our Director of Budget and Management. He was hired in June of 2013. He has a very thorough experience in finance, and he has prepared a very thoughtful and comprehensive and very sophisticated budget presentation. We commissioners gave him essentially four guidelines to follow in putting this thing together. And our guidelines are not rocket science in any way, shape, or form. They are simply that one, the county must live within its means, the same thing as we do at home. Two, new revenue for the year must support the operational budgets of the county this year and all future years. Three, carryover funds cannot be used to fund the day-to-day operations of county government. And four, we must build a 2014 budget that puts the county on a sustainable trajectory to operate for the next 5 years on our current revenue streams. So Chris is going to discuss all the aspects that go into this. Again, our principles are not rocket science, they're fairly commonsensical, but the implementation of it and the work that's been done on his part, I wouldn't necessarily categorize it as rocket science, but it is fairly sophisticated, and with that we have a limited amount of time, so I will turn this over to Chris Nichols.
Thank you. So, 1 second. I have to keep him hydrated. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
There's quite a bit of information you've got in front of you. What I just kind of like to walk through and give a little more detail of what went behind the whole budget process, how we're looking to the future, and how we got to the numbers that we got to. So, some points, a lot of people don't want to see how the sausage is made, they just want to see the product on the end. But this is important enough and complex enough that we thought it was important to really give you a little detail of what was behind it and how this whole process transpired as we move forward. So the things we're going to walk through today, quick, is a review of 2013. And last year we had a good year in Stark County financially. Just a quick review of that. Looking at our revenue estimates for 2014 and our revenue moving forward. At the end of the day, our revenue and our revenue forecast is what drives the bus. That's what we have to live within. So giving you an idea of how are we forecasting our revenue streams into the future. 2014, the budget methodology, what were the rules that were used in developing the budget? Commissioner Burnaby hit on those primarily already. A discussion of county obligations, Department 35, where a number of expenditures, large expenditures take place. A review of capital for this year. Some things that you're going to have that are new in 2014, and some things that through this process, looking forward into 2015, how can we take this year's process and make it better and more effective and efficient for everyone moving into next year. And then at the end, we'll talk about some questions. Real quick, a review of 2013. Again, 2013 financially, with the first full year of the sales tax was a good year for the county. We had a carryover coming into 13. Our new revenues last year, just under $61 million. Our total expenditures were just under $55 million. You can see about $52 million in operating, just under $3 million in capital expenditures. And we finished 13 coming into 14 with a pretty healthy carryover of just over $10.5 million.